Hello and welcome back. Thank you for joining us. I'm Nate.
I'm Michael.
And we are the Olympic Ultras. This is the Olympic Ultras podcast. I believe it's episode 24. I want to say off the top of my head.
I think you're probably right.
Probably right.
Yeah, we're certainly heading towards mid-20s.
Yeah, it's starting to gel together, as is a lot of the football going on at the moment.
There is too.
So today we'll be looking back at Grange, Thistle and Wynnum Wolves in the men's and the women's. And then we'll take a look forward towards the games this weekend. Logan Lightning, Eastern Suburbs and St. George Willawong. Exciting times. Big few days. Alrighty. Let's get straight into it and kick off. First game to review. Grange Thistle 0, Olympic 3. A very, very structured performance, I think, would be probably the best way of putting it.
Yeah. Whilst Grange did attempt to attack a goal, they just fell down. I mean, we certainly stopped anything they had coming towards in that final third.
Oh, definitely.
I can't recall Ernie even touching the ball too much.
Not really.
Our defensive line was just brilliant.
So the goals we scored was a very classy finish from Rio.
Oh,
absolutely fantastic.
Amazing.
Just picked a spot and took it. The next two goals, both were just Curran. Right place, right time. Keeper probably could have done better in both of those opportunities.
I think she could have,
the Grange keeper.
Maybe it's just inexperience or
just
the flight of the ball, the lights.
Happened.
It's hard. It just sort of bubbled out.
Yeah.
So,
but got to be there. Pure poachers' efforts, both of them. So absolutely fantastic.
And that's what I liked about it. I mean, I think Rio's goal was an assist by Georgia. Leading up,
probably.
But, Jess's two goals were instinctively pure striker's efforts.
Yeah, following the ball in.
She took the shot. Instead of going, that's it, I'll walk away.
Yeah.
She stood and waited.
Yep.
And that's good striker's instincts.
Yeah,
and that's what made it something special.
Yeah, exactly right. And although it's something that gets taught quite at an early age, or at least as from my experience, it does. It's something that still not a lot of people do. So being able to make sure that, just in case the keeper...
Yeah, it's obviously instilled in her.
Yeah.
In her playing ability, which is amazing to have.
Yeah, exactly right.
So,
and
credit to her.
And honestly, the last thing a keeper wants to see when they're not sure about a ball coming towards them is also a player following that ball.
Correct.
So it does put them off a bit. And again, it was just absolutely perfect.
No, she's great.
Grange, as you mentioned before, didn't really put too much of an offensive...
No.
In there, they did try to stifle us defensively, but again, I think just we took our chances when they came to us.
Yeah.
And that's what happened last time, if you remember correctly. Grange didn't really push us, but they really tried to hold us.
They did.
It also took quite a lucky goal, if you want to say it that way. Quite a lucky goal for us to break that deadlock last time. So
absolutely.
Obviously, this one went a little bit more our way with the 3-0. Did what we needed to do, came back with a little bit more energy for what we got coming up. Yeah,
and I mean, the second half, as you said, it was a structured half. We just had to do what we had to do. We maintained our 3-goal lead.
Yep.
We attacked, they attacked, but I think it was just a good, solid effort from the girls. Good.
I think so too. Yeah. And we've got, obviously, Vic is still out. We've got a couple of people who are still out or coming back.
Yeah. Charlie came back the other night.
I was going to say a welcome side is Charlie getting about 30 minutes.
Yep.
Probably not the best game for her to come on because, again, Grange was very, very defensively stifling. So, and she likes to try to keep that open space in midfield.
She started off with a bit of pizzazz, but Grange seemed to work her out very quickly.
Yeah, so probably not the best game for her to come on to, but we're definitely going to need her for the games coming up.
Sure.
Considering how she started.
Even though what she's spent 20 minutes on, that's pretty violent 20 minutes game time.
Exactly right.
To training,
exactly right. And we did manage to catch a little bit of the warm up as well. She was in full contact mode and everything like that, so that's good to see.
Yeah, it was excellent.
But we've still got people like Vic coming back, who I was talking to her before the match. She feels really, really good. She actually went for a run the day of the game, but I think Cam's just still being a little bit careful with her. We've got a bit of
went for a run last time and played and recurred the heavy injury. So I think Vic is probably hugely disappointed.
Oh, incredibly.
Because she's such a player who just wants to get out there.
Yeah.
I think it was well managed, and I think she'd understand and respect that.
And we've talked about it.
On our shoulders.
We've talked about every single podcast. We could probably almost put up a tally at this point. The strength we have in depth means that she doesn't need to be rushed back into the lineup. And that's just the same with Charlie. We have that strength that we don't need to rush someone like that back.
Yeah. And
So
also had Cleo out too.
we also had Cleo out as well.
Unbelievable
Yes.
holder of the ball and runner of the ball.
Yeah.
And we had Cleo out. So,
yeah,
you know, she's off, I think, just for this week.
I think so.
She's
She
due
got
back next week.
She got battered again last week.
You should be bruising.
Yeah.
Wait for the bruising to come down. But Cleo was, so that's 3 major players that we had. Yeah. So
I really feel for Claire because she's constantly getting battered. I think about all the other times, all these different moments in time. The Capalaba game where she got taken away in an ambulance. I think she got taken away in an ambulance for the Morton City game.
Yeah,
where she got battered as well. She's just an absolute magnet.
I think if you were to date every one of her batterings, it looked like a short story.
It really would. Yeah.
You know, I mean, seriously.
You know, and she misses every couple of games simply because she's injured or a HIA from the previous one.
Yeah, but that's because she's so bleeding good.
She is, and there's only one way to get rid of her, and that's to take her out entirely.
If you can't beat them, knock them to the ground. I mean, that's the way they think of it. She's so talented.
She is. She's a very talented footballer. We're very lucky to have her on our lineup.
For sure.
Looking forward, we have a really interesting game against Logan Lightning. This is at Canubia Park. At Logan, 8:30 p.m. kickoff, so a late one on Friday the 18th of July.
Take your jammies,
or take your going out clothes so you can go out clubbing afterwards.
Yeah,
because we're young and hip.
Yes, I think I remember going out young and hip. It's a while ago.
If I went out now, I'd break a hip.
I know.
So last time out was a 3-0 win, an absolute just business as usual result from Olympic. Kiz, Eva, Lane. So straightforward.
Yeah.
Don't think it's going to be as straightforward this time.
However,
they have an ace up their sleeve in the name of Tabia Shoot. Tabia?
Yeah.
Shoot, who has now scored 10 goals in her last 5 appearances.
She's going to be one to try and contain.
Yeah.
What I hear about her, she's just amazing.
Yeah, and I think this really throws a bit of a cat amongst the pigeons in regards to that race for 4th that we were talking about recently.
Sure. Yeah.
Obviously, there's about 5 teams, I think, vying for that 4th spot.
Yeah.
Logan has now shot up that ladder simply because of
this young lass.
This young lass who is just absolutely dragging Logan to results. So I'll go through the form real quick. So in their last 5 games, they've lost only one of them. They've won the other 4. They beat Virginia United 4-3. They lost to Penn Power 3-2. They then beat Grange Thistle 4-1, Capalaba 4-1, and North Brisbane 6-0.
Yeah. So it was that Capalaba result that shocked me.
The Capalaba result is what made me sit up and really take notice of, things are turning around at Logan.
Yeah.
So obviously the 6-0 win against North Brisbane. North Brisbane's anchored to the bottom of the ladder, so that one's not so much of a surprise. But yes, that Capalaba one was really sit up, take notice. And I can't help but notice a lot of goals scored over the last 5 matches. In both ways, especially originally, conceding 3 against Virginia, conceding 3 against Penn Power. They have seemed to settle that down, conceding 1, and then none.
Yep. So they've done well.
So yeah, they're really figuring out both sides of that game, which is fantastic. And it makes this just that little bit more interesting. So 5 wins in 12 matches played so far this season. Again, 4 of those in their last 5. 7 losses, 28 goals scored, 27 against. So +1. They have managed to turn around that goal difference. And they are 1 point off the current 4th place holders, Grange Thistle.
Yeah. It's going to be an interesting few weeks.
Yes.
Yeah, I think our girls have the capability of holding Logan. I really do, because I'm not too sure how much of the ball this young lass gets, or everything just goes to her.
Yeah.
So if you guard her,
that's
stop her play. They've got nothing else.
Yeah, exactly right. That's actually what I
don't know for sure.
What I put down as well.
It seems to tend to have flowed that way ever since she come on board.
Yeah.
So,
and again, she has scored 10 goals in the last 5. If you look up, that last 5, there's been more than 10 goals scored. So other people obviously are contributing,
of course.
But we have played against teams who have that sole central striker where everything goes to.
Correct.
And albeit, yes, there was one time in particular that we didn't do that well.
Yeah.
Every other time we've done that absolutely fantastic. Yeah. And we've just managed to hold them. So I think if we approach it the same way, the team watches the tapes and everything like that. I believe there's a training tomorrow. I don't imagine it to be too heavy considering we've got a game on Friday.
Yeah, and Cam and his backroom staff will look at the tapes and they'll look at this player and they'll see her ability or not ability depending on how the game went across the 90 minutes. And they'll look at things and they'll work out a plan.
Yeah, and they'll figure it out. And when you look at, again, who we've got Matty Rattano, we've got Kiz, we've got Cuba, we've got Loz, and we've got Vic coming back.
Yeah.
Our backline is absolutely incredible.
And Lauren's doing a great job in the back there as well.
Yeah.
I mean, what can you say?
Yeah, exactly.
It's a really good line.
So I think we are more than capable of holding this one. Sure. We've just got to make sure that she's also having a bad day a little bit. And of course, like our players, I have never seen our players play dirty. No.
Our players play a good, hard, physical game, how the game should be played. So it depends on her way she approaches it. If we niggle her, it might upset her. Yeah. If she gets upset, she loses the rhythm. Yeah, exactly. A couple nice little early, hey, how you doing? My name's Victoria. And just,
just so you know I'm here too.
Just so you know I'm here. Yeah. And some players get rattled by that. Yeah. So we need to rattle her early.
Yes, 100%. But if we can remain calm beyond that and our cool beyond that and just leave it there, we're going to be golden.
So keep your hands unclenched.
Yes. No swings. Fantastic. So moving on to the Tuesday night game. This is a big one. This is the Queensland Cup semi-final against none other than the current leading NPL team, Eastern Suburbs. This will be at Goodwin Park, a 7:30 p.m. kickoff on Tuesday. This is probably, almost definitely, the hardest test we've had to face.
Oh, no two ways about it. These are on incredible form.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible form. Again, whilst our girls are more than capable, it's going to be a tough gig.
I think so. Like we've obviously played QAS, an NPL level team.
Correct.
We've obviously played North Lakes, an NPL level team, and we beat them both. They were on the lower end of the ladder.
Yeah.
We're not even playing a mid-table team this time. We are playing the league leaders.
Super quality.
The people who are setting the standard in the top division of Queensland football at the moment.
Yep.
This one, no matter how you look at it, we'll go into the stats, we'll go into a little bit more in a second. I think no matter how you look at it, this is going to be one of the biggest tests we've ever faced.
For sure.
And even if we were to go out at this stage, I would be incredibly proud of the run that we've achieved.
What these girls have done over the last few months has been nothing short of crazy.
Yeah.
Who would have thought getting relegated from the NPL last year, getting a bunch of girls together with a new coach, new backroom staff.
We threw out a lot of players. It was a much changed team.
At the start of the season, you wouldn't have thought yourself, by this time of the year, our girls will be first in the cup final.
Yeah.
No disrespect.
Oh, 100%.
But we started from scratch.
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
And what they've achieved and what Cam has achieved is just ridiculous.
And we are trying to follow in the footsteps of Gold Coast Knights.
Who won it all last year.
Won all 5 trophies available to them. Capra Pro, the NPL, Premiership and Grand Final, the Queensland Cup and the FGPL Champions League.
To fill.
Massive shoes to fill. I think this is, again, this is a real test. Yeah. This is probably our biggest test.
This is our biggest test.
That we've ever faced or possibly might ever face. All due respect to Kapalaba and Caboolture, who we are going to be probably playing in the upper echelons.
No disrespect, but I don't think they're a shadow on these.
No, exactly right. We are talking about the pinnacle of Queensland football at the moment.
And while that sounds scary,
very,
I think our girls will go okay.
Look, I think they'll put on a good showing.
I think they will. It's a lot of pride at stake. It's a lot of personal ability, and it's Olympic. We are Olympic. And I think we'll take that.
Just to go into the stats before we continue further on on talking back and forth about Eastern Suburbs. Over the last 5 games, they have won 4 of them and drawn 1 of them. So they beat Souths 2-0.
Mm-hmm.
They beat Lions 4-3, an absolute thriller a few weeks ago. They beat North Lakes 2-1. They drew with Gold Coast United 1-1, and then they just beat North Lakes 2-0. Another one of the catch-up games, playing a little bit
So they played North Lakes twice.
They played North Lakes twice.
They
beat them both
2-0
times.
Both times.
2-0 and 2-1 the previous time.
So
whether or not...
That shows a lot of lack of ability. And again, North Lakes...
So whether or not North Lakes have turned up and tried to put as many men behind the ball as possible, but that being said, they scored in one of them.
Yeah, good on them. Fantastic.
Or whether or not Eastern Suburbs maybe played half a team.
Yeah, you don't know unless you were there.
Yeah. And I'm not familiar enough with their lineup to know whether or not they did.
I'm not familiar enough with the NPL rules as far as what players, how many players you can play.
Yeah. From like the 23s and things
or the
like
reserves.
That. Yeah.
So there may be sort of different rules that we have in FQPL1.
Yep. So as we've mentioned a couple times already, currently first place in the NPL, although they do have a few games in hand over the Gold Coast Knights, funnily enough. So they actually have... I think Gold Coast Knights have a few games in hand over Eastern Suburbs. So 14 wins out of 20, 66 goals scored, 27 conceded. So 46 points, absolutely massive mammoth of a points total there.
Stats in it.
The winner of this will play the winners of Brisbane City and the Brothers Townsville women's team, who are playing, I think, on Saturday afterwards to find out who will go into the Queensland Cup final, which is very, very exciting, of course.
Also.
And as you said before, this is going to be a little bit of personal pride on the line, a little bit of, Olympic and trying to get it going. There are actually 2 players that I'm aware of right now who are currently in our squad who came from the Eastern Suburbs under-23 team just mid-year, and that is Jess Curran and Charlie Phillips.
So they'll have a bit of insight as to how the first team works as well.
Yes.
Because a lot of the girls tend to train and work together.
Yes.
So they'll know who's who and what's.
They'll know who's who and who the danger men are and things like that, but also probably a little bit of a point to prove.
Yeah, and I think too, when players have played a particular team, they play a certain way.
Yep.
They come to a new team, they get introduced to play a new way.
Yes.
So what I gather from both Jess and Charlie, they weren't played a lot.
Yeah, from what I've heard, yes.
So all of a sudden, these 2 girls are getting minutes.
They've almost been unlocked.
Yeah. And Jess especially, I mean, we remember her first game.
Yeah.
I think it was against Morton City.
Yes, it was. She's got a penalty, but she still wasn't quite...
Yeah. Look at her now. She's been there for months and months.
Yeah, well, she scored 2 just recently. She scored against Southwest Queensland Thunder, I think. Yeah. She's got a lot of goals under her belt almost already.
She's kind of just like released the beast from within.
Yeah.
And she's playing such good football. So
she is.
She may be the surprise.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah. And so, as a bit of personal pride, hoping that, they do try to make their mark on this game as well.
And I've been around for a long time, and I've seen a lot of shocks in football.
Yeah.
And I'd like to see another one.
I'd love to see this as an absolute shock. I'd love to walk away and just big smile on my face.
I will carry those goals off if they pull this one off.
But as we sort of mentioned before, the run that they've been on, defeating 2 NPL teams already, if this is the end of this run, it's an incredible run, and I'm more than happy and more than proud of the girls.
So proud of them.
If we do manage to get through, oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah. So this is
that's a lot of pedestals we got to
buy. We do say this all the time, but this is definitely not one to be missed.
Definitely. Oh no. Get down there.
I know it's a Tuesday night, but please, I implore you, big call of arms.
Yep.
Get down there, support your Olympic.
Yep.
Get on your red and white. Let's cheer them over the line. Let's get them
girls home.
Yeah. 0-0 between Wynnum Wolves and Olympic FC in the men's. A very tight, goalless affair.
Like 2 amateur boxers sparring.
Yeah, almost. It just sort of kept going back and forth. Yeah. None of them really landing anything more than
each one sort of
here and there.
Hit a few jabs, but backed off, and a few more jabs and backed off, and a few more jabs. But it was a good point for us to take away.
Oh, definitely. Considering last time we played them, we lost. It's a hard place to go.
It is. We lost early in the season against 2-1.
2-1, yes. 2-1. They came from behind.
So it was a good point.
Yeah, it felt very much like an arm wrestle. Like it was just a very big. It was just locked in an arm wrestle.
Swing back and forth.
Yeah, no one really quite got there. No. Desperate to get over the line, but neither of them really did anything meaningful in there. But considering the recent one that Wynnum Wolves was on, 4-3 here, 4-1 there, 1-4 there.
Yeah.
I think a 0-0 draw is a
boys,
hard-earned point.
Yeah, the boys played well.
Yeah.
Because as you said, they were on a roll.
Yeah.
They were on a big roll.
It did end with a little bit of nasties. Red card each way.
Yeah, I feel for our keeper.
Yeah, Lockie Duke.
What he'd done was a natural instinct. He didn't land.
No.
It was an air swing. I don't know what the punishment is, but it'll still be seen as retaliation, which is sad.
Yeah, so if
anyone throws their legs in my groin for a sliding tackle, I'd punch you as well.
Yeah, so if you've missed the incident, you can watch it for yourself, obviously, at the end of the game on the live stream, or I think it's even in the highlights.
The highlight package.
But essentially, the ball, there was a one-on-one from the Wolves player. Instead of trying to kick the ball, he's gone in to slide, even though Lockie Duke's clearly in a position to pick up the ball. Yep. Very, very clear red card decision, and that's what the decision was.
Yep.
However, Duke didn't take too kindly to it, did throw a swing, didn't connect. Again, I do feel for him because that is a very natural instinct.
Of course, it's a natural instinct, and I feel for him too.
Because the attacker there, the Wynnum Wolves attacker, is not getting the ball.
No,
why would you slide in studs up there? You know what I mean? So I can understand why he's gotten up aggressive.
They're probably defences. I tried to pull out. You did not try to pull out.
No, you didn't. Why did you go for it in the first place?
There's no way you tried to pull out.
Why would you go for that in the first
blatant red card every day of the week.
So I do feel for him. He'll probably be out longer, unfortunately, than
I'm hoping they look at the footage. They look at
the context a little bit.
Context of how it happened. And look, I know Lockie's going to get a few weeks. I don't know how long. Someone we spoke to on the weekend at the Grange game, said it could be up to 12.
Yeah, depending on the severity and how many times it's happened.
I mean, Lockie's season's over.
Yeah,
literally.
Yeah, essentially.
But you don't deserve a long period.
No. And I was actually talking to someone else, and I asked if it would affect the Australia Cup, because obviously that's coming up soon.
Correct.
And they don't believe it will affect the Australia Cup, but because it's a different competition.
It should be just league games.
Yeah, so it'll be Football Queensland games, maybe even the Queensland Cup.
Yeah, because the Australia Cup is a Football Australia.
Yeah, depending on how far it goes. But it shouldn't affect football, the Football Australia competition of the Australia Cup.
No.
But that being said, we don't know yet because the discipline result comes out on Thursday. It comes out today as this is being released. So we don't actually know what the official punishment would be. But with every grey cloud, there's a silver lining.
Of course.
Good chance for Benny Wood to try to stamp his place as number one again.
And he's no slouch. He's a great keeper as well. I mean, we're so blessed to have two keepers of that calibre. So it'll be just like,
we've talked...
Step in, step out.
Yeah, we've joked before that he's our Kevin Kelleher. He's the second best, the best second choice keeper of the league. He's just going to slot in like nothing's changed.
That's it, like a hand in a glove.
Yeah, and I think we talked about it when Lockie Duke was originally signed and went straight into the first number one spot.
Yep.
Both you and I went, I feel for Ben Wood a little bit. Like he's tried so hard.
I felt for Ben too.
He tried so hard, and he finally got there over Matt Lugo. Only for Lockie Duke to come in, and he's sitting back on the bench. So I think this will be a really good chance for him to really stamp his authority on that.
And I'm not worried Benny coming in.
Oh, no, neither am I.
No worries. I no worries at all.
And, this hopefully will give Chris Grosman and the rest of the staff a real headache.
Yeah.
If Lockie Duke becomes available again and they go, but
Benny's playing so well.
Benny's kept 3 out of 3 clean sheets.
It's happened in the past.
And it's happened in the past. Lockie Duke might have a real battle on his hands. And I think that's something that we really need. I think we need a little bit of competition, a little bit of fight amongst the teammates to get those places.
And whilst players don't like to be put on the bench,
no, and of course,
most coaches, and probably 99% of coaches, do it for a proper reason.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not going, toss a coin, you're on the bench.
Yeah, exactly.
There's reasons behind it.
There's a reason. It's depending on training, depending on form.
And we don't know those reasons behind it, but you've got to respect those reasons. And the players have to respect those reasons.
100%.
You're working as a squad. There's no individuals in a team. If you can't do it for the squad, find somewhere else to play.
Yeah, see you later. There's plenty of other squads around.
And I think this is where we're blessed. We've got such a good squad.
We have a fantastic squad.
Support each other, fight for each other, back each other up.
Yeah.
And you fight one, you fight them all.
Oh, 100%.
And that's what I love about us.
Yeah. 100%. And I wouldn't want to fight any one of them, personally.
No, especially Lucky.
Especially Daniel Leck. I think we might have talked about it before. Leck is definitely one of those people where you hurt anyone, you've hurt Lex, and Lex is going to get you back.
Yeah, he scares me.
Lovely bloke.
Lovely guy. Absolute true gentleman. But if I needed someone on my back,
corner, I want Lex in my corner.
Yeah.
But yeah, and again, competition for places is obviously always going to be a good thing. We've got a very, very good squad. I think the only thing that's really missing is consistency.
Yeah. We're not alone this year. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see some of the results out there, and you just
it's such a weird season.
What the hell is going on?
It's such a strange season. Gold Coast Knights itself is one to
I know. It's just
everything that's happened with Gold Coast United as well.
I don't know what it is at Olympic with that consistency. I just don't know.
We've had this problem for a couple of years now.
Yeah, I can't put my finger on it. Yeah. But again, this is the second season of a rebuilding squad. But
exactly right. Exactly right.
Rome wasn't built in a day, as they say.
Mm-hmm.
I really believe we're on the verge of something very, very good. And I think give us 1 or 2 years, and we'll be probably the most team to be feared.
Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely. I fully agree with that. Yep. We'll cover this. We'll do a season review probably at the end of the season. But right now, all I've wanted out of Olympics this season was to do better than they did last season.
Yeah.
And last season they did better than the season before.
They did.
And they're on track to do better this season than they did last season.
And that's all I ask of any team.
That's all I want to ask, and that's all I can do. And Grosman is building and building and building. And Rome wasn't built today. Yeah. He was never going to create this amazing wonder. Like, we don't have all the money in the world.
No.
But what he's done with what he's got, who he's managed to buy, with how much money we've got available to us, it's a really incredible squad. And on our day, we're a team to be feared.
Oh, it's a great squad. Every position in that team has a quality player attached to it.
Well, we've talked about it before, and I understand we're going on a bit of a rant. We've still got another game to talk about.
Yeah, sorry.
But no, that's what they're tuning in for.
No.
Last season, we got drawn against Apia Leichhardt.
Yes.
At home, in fairness, thank God. But I think both of us had that fear. Oh, crap. A top team from New South Wales. Oh, here we go.
And I've been involved with following Apia for many, many years.
Yeah.
I know the quality and depth.
Yeah, because you obviously have an emotional tie to New South Wales and everything like that, so you follow the NPL down there. So when we got that tie, here we go. But we were so strong and so good that match. Managed to come away with the win. We came up against South Melbourne. We weren't scared of that one.
No.
Because we saw how they played against Apia. And
I was more worried about Apia than playing South Melbourne.
And seconds away, realistically, I know that looks like red-tinted glasses, but go and watch that match again.
Yeah.
We were maybe 20 seconds away from finishing that game 2-1. To lose 3-2 is a bit heartbreaking, but
I still cry over it.
Yeah, me too. I still think back at it and go, oh, so close. I'm sure the boys do as well.
I mean, the boys were shattered. You can see that. The boys were shattered.
But I was proud. I was so proud of them.
My God. How can you not be proud of them?
Yeah.
Jesus.
And I think that's the thing, and this is why we talk about consistency. And when we look back at like the Penn Power game just gone, as well as the Wynnum Wolves game and some of the other games that we've come across, we know what they can do. We know what they're capable of.
Yeah.
So when they come out and they lose 1-0 to Penn Power and things like that, or they don't quite take their chances against like Sunny Coast and they lost 1-0 to Brisbane City and things like that, it's. You get really disheartened. You're like, how?
I know, right?
We know what we can do.
I know.
How can we not turn it on? And there's obviously something there. Yeah. But that's
look, football teams have their off nights.
Exactly right. The best players in the world do.
And as a supporter, you can't expect or go to a game and expect every one of those players to give you 110%.
No, you can't.
Because
there's no way you can do it.
They're human beings with lives who, look, you can't take what's off the pitch on the pitch.
Yeah.
But if
everyone does
on that situation, it niggles you.
Yeah, definitely. Exactly right.
And you can't, if you think your player is going to be playing 100%, go watch another game.
Yeah. And you even
human beings, for goodness sake.
Even yourself in like an office job, you're never going to give 110% every single day.
Of course not.
You're going to give as much as you can.
Yeah, good days, you have bad days, you have days you go, I don't want to be here.
Yeah, exactly right.
And we're all human.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, moving on from that rant, we'll preview our last game, which is the men versus St. George Willawong at Goodwin Park, 6 p.m. on the Sunday. So obviously the last time we played that, there was a 4-2 win. Fun enough, Ben Wood was also in goals for that one. Goals from Hiroshi, Lek, Lathan, and an absolute halfway bomb from Jack Hudson.
I know.
And I've watched that goal a number of times, and it's just so perfect.
Yep.
There's not a single thing you could be like, oh, but the ball was rolling. There's absolutely nothing.
No, I think I was away on business.
You were.
In my
you didn't.
Previous job.
Yeah, you didn't manage to get to that one.
I couldn't get down there for that game. But when I saw Jack's goal, so it was a free kick just inside our half.
It was a free kick just inside the half.
And when he's hit it, I've just gone.
It was such a weird goal.
You've got to be kidding me.
It was another one because I was sitting with a couple of the other Olympic boys. It just almost hung in the air for a second. It almost just paused and slowed down.
It was like slow motion.
And then went in.
Yeah.
It was very, very funny goal to watch live.
Pressure's on, Jack.
You got to do it again, Jack.
Do it again, man.
And then, of course, the 2 goals for Willawong in the second half, who tried to force their way back into it. But
whilst it dampened the spirit, that little brief moment, we're in full control.
Oh, 100% the entire way. I think they more strong-armed the way over the line rather than us actually releasing control here and there.
Yeah, that's right.
But our goals, especially I think the Lathan one, which was one of the ones in the second half, really knocked the wind out of them. I think that took us to 4-1. And just completely knocked the wind. I really hope that picks up on the microphone because otherwise you and I are just looking back and forth to the table. Apologies for that. Okay, so we'll look at the last 5 from St. George. They've had a little bit of a weird one. So 2 draws against the 2 Gold Coast teams, both 1-1 to Gold Coast United, 2-2 to Gold Coast Knights.
Which is bizarre in itself. Don't get me wrong, both of them were at St. George Park. Hard place to go.
Yeah. Very difficult place to go. Wynnum Wolves beat them 4-1. Fun enough at St. George, so I can't really say that too hard. Lions beat them 3-0. Sort of what you'd expect.
Yeah.
And then Brisbane City beat them 4-1 also at home. So they're on a really rough run at the moment.
Spiral,
yeah. They are unfortunately still sitting in the relegation zone some way off safety. I say unfortunately because I actually really like St. George Willawong. I think they gave us something different.
Yeah. They've added something to the league as well.
Yeah, and especially even from an ethnic, cultural perspective, obviously you didn't get a chance to go.
No.
If they do go down, we'll have to go to an FQPL1 game next season because it's a very, very fun place to go.
Yeah, for sure.
It's full of, as you can imagine,
memories.
As you can imagine, it's full of Serbians. It's Serbian music all over the place. It's very tight and compact.
There used to be a football club in New South Wales, the old state league called Youghal.
Yeah.
And I remember a good friend of mine, Steve Perry, and I went out to watch Youghal play. We were supporting Sutherland Shire.
Yeah.
And we got to the ground, and all the announcers were in Yugoslavian, all the food was Yugoslavian, all the people talking were Yugoslavian.
Yeah.
And I'm going, could we really be here? I think we're the only 2 white Englishmen there. But again, it added something special.
It adds something to the league, doesn't it?
It was really cool to go there.
And funnily enough, I wasn't actually there at the Gold Coast Knights game in particular, but I do know someone who was there. And there's a couple of people there, a couple of Serbians who ripped some flares when they went 2-0 up over Gold Coast Knights.
As you do.
As you do. So it added something.
Yeah. And that's why I want that ethnicity element brought back.
Yeah, me too.
Because those fans know how to support their team and they give it 100%. They live it, they breathe it.
Yep.
It comes from the core.
Yeah, exactly right. And it is something that we are definitely missing up in Queensland, my opinion.
I think so, yeah, truly.
We do know of another supporter group who has been in trouble a couple of times for being too loud.
Yeah, how do they support their squad? Get a grip.
Yeah, I know.
Seriously.
So I like St. George Willawong. It's sad that they're going straight back down. I do hope that they get their stuff together and they do come straight back up again. Because,
that'd be good.
They do bring something a little bit extra to the league.
Nice.
But they are about 9 points adrift from safety at the moment.
Pretty sad.
Games are running running out thick and fast. They need to start putting goals away and need to start putting points away. But in all due respect, this is a game we should be winning.
Oh, we'll win that easy. I say that boastedly, but I really don't believe we any sort of threat.
No, and especially being at Olympic at our own home. Yep. And I think a win here is almost needed simply because of the games we've got coming up.
Correct.
Especially considering we've got the Australia Cup coming up. We've got another Gold Coast Knights match coming up. Yep. We've got a Queensland Cup game coming up. Both the Australia Cup and Queensland Cup against Brisbane City.
Yeah, that Knights game's away as well, isn't it?
That Knights game's away on a Friday night, I think, next week. So, bit of a long trip ahead of us.
Yeah, it's a bit of a trip. Hope it doesn't rain.
Yeah, this time.
I will not be happy.
Yeah, tell me about it. But so I think it's a game that we definitely need to win to really get some momentum and some start popping those things away.
Yeah.
So very, very excited about that.
And with the Gold Coast Knights game coming up too, which is what, as you said, a week and a half away?
I think it's about a week and a half away.
I'll be interested to see how they go with the moving on of Scott McDonald.
Yeah, Scott McDonald has moved on.
So he's moved to a more sporting director role within the club.
Yeah.
So whether they've got an assistant or someone new, so it may unbalance. He may bring his own ideas, which could change the focus of the club or the team's progress. We could probably capitalise on that, bring that little bit of unstableness. Yeah. So it'd be good for us.
Whatever you feel about Gold Coast Knights, whatever you feel about Scott McDonald, you have to sort of sit back and just acknowledge what he's done at Gold Coast Knights.
And his career in general.
His career in general, obviously a player at Celtic and Brisbane Roar and everything like that, but, his managerial career here has been incredible. The trophies he's won, unfortunately, more than a few against us.
Yeah.
So whatever you feel about the man, because our opinions aren't always PG. You can respect him as a manager and what he's done for not only Gold Coast Knights but this league in general. So hats off to him. And
yeah, for sure. And I wish him well and every success in his future role.
I do too. And hopefully the person who comes in afterwards isn't as good.
No, I'd be scrapping
quite personally. And we do have some exciting news just to round this out that I want to quickly talk about. We will have a couple of podcast specials coming up. One for the women's team in their Capra Pro Series final against Caboolture, and one for the men's team for the Australia Cup round of 32 game. So keep an eye out for that. I'm not entirely sure exactly when they'll be released.
No.
Should be before the games. But it's something we're really, really excited about. Keep an eye out for those.
And just a forward thank you to Josh. And
the club in general.
And the club, and the forward thank you to the players who are going to be involved for giving us that opportunity to do that. We really respect that and really highly value your time. And thank you.
We're exceptionally humbled at a lot of the things that they've done for us over the years. There's been a couple of things that I think back to every single time I think about how did we get into this situation, where I felt very, very humble and just massive respect from the club to us. So I think it's absolutely fantastic that they do this for us and they grant us these opportunities. And
looking forward to it.
So we're really, really looking forward to that. So keep an eye out for those podcast specials. They should be up obviously in the next coming weeks, but before the matches come out in general. So keep an eye out for those.
Look out for them.
All right. In the meantime, make sure you stay safe and get down to the games as much as possible, especially that Queensland Cup women's match. I want to see everybody there.
Yeah, we'll see you there.
All right. See you later, guys.
Take care.